I wasn't really looking for a relationship at the moment, and she was cool with that and felt the same. So we're more or less on the same page. I recommended the first spot we should go to, a popular bar in our city. Her exact response was, "They don't like me there." Now, any normal person would have stopped there, or at the very least tried to get some more information about why a bar banned her. But no, not me. I arrive at the bar and I request a table for two, and I'm seated for a few minutes. I take a look at my watch and I notice it's been 5 minutes already. So I say, let me see if everything's okay. She assured me that she's on her way, and I was cool. 5 minutes turned into 30, and 30 turned into an hour. Next thing I know, I'm 3.5 Coronas in, and I've received a dozen I'm 5 minutes away. Any normal person would have left, but I had to see it through. Now, this is where the red flags start to go off. So I was on Facebook of all places, and I just updated my profile picture. And instantly I got a DM in response to my picture, complimenting me from someone I knew from high school. But I didn't really know them well, so I chose to respond, thanking them and returning the compliment. For the next few weeks or so, we did some light flirting back and forth, and I chose to just come out and ask her on a date. Now, at this time, I was transparent about where I was mentally as far as dating. I wasn't really looking for a relationship at the moment, and she was cool with that and felt the same. So we're more or less on the same page. Now, this is where the red flags start to go off, but I obviously ignore them. I recommended the first spot we should go to, a popular bar in our city. Her exact response was, "They don't like me there." Now, any normal person would have stopped there, or at the very least tried to get some more information about why a bar banned her. But no, not me. So you let someone say they don't like me there and just went, alright. I then offered another bar, and you guessed it, they don't like her there either. This went on for about 2 more suggestions. Wait, you kept going on with this? With more than one place not liking her there? This went on for about 2 or more suggestions until we finally settled on some hole in the wall that she's never been to. So the day arrives, and I asked what time she would like to meet up, and she says about 10:30 p.m. I instantly thought to myself, wow, she's really booty calling me. But it's all good because, like I said, I'm not looking for anything serious. I arrive at the bar and I request a table for two, and I'm seated for a few minutes. I take a look at my watch and I notice it's been 5 minutes already. So I say, let me see if everything's okay. She assured me that she's on her way, and I was cool. 5 minutes turned into 30, and 30 turned into an hour. Next thing I know, I'm 3.5 Coronas in, and I've received a dozen I'm 5 minutes away. Any normal person would have left, but I had to see it through. Finally, she shows up an hour and a half late and starts apologizing profusely, saying she was in the parking lot the whole time and was too anxious to come in. I told her it's fine. I pretty much assured her that it was no big deal. So we walk up to the bar and she orders a Chardonnay, and when the bartender was pouring it, she rudely stops him and tells him to open a new glass to serve her. I definitely side-eyed her heavy, and she loudly responded with, "You never know what they can put in these drinks." We started having casual conversation, but she kept bringing up how she was a teacher, but got fired and how broke she was, and would occasionally ask me if I smoke, when I've already told her multiple times I don't. And she would say, "Oh yeah, I forgot," then regularly get up and have to pee, then come back like 2 minutes later. Then on one of her bathroom breaks, she brings back another girl, let's call her Melanie, and whispers to me, "Melanie knows where the nose candy is." I looked at her confused until a light bulb went off my head, and I said to myself, oh, this girl just might be a junkie. So we start leaving the bar, and I look down and I notice a $20 bill. And I thought, hey, my luck is turning around. She then sees that I found the $20 and proceeds to fake look through her purse and say, oh wow, I think I dropped that. No, those are the worst kind of people. You didn't drop $20, you're broke. You never had 20, you just told me how broke you were. So I did what I thought was a gentleman thing to do, and I gave it to her. She immediately said, I'll be right back. I think those are my friends, and points towards a group of sketchy white dudes in the parking lot and darted towards them. And that's when I knew I was on a date with a crackhead. She was just trying to come up on a free meal. I counted my losses and was getting ready to leave. It started raining, which to me was rather symbolic. But then a friend of mine just pulled up in his Charger with 3 fairly attractive women in the back seat. And he asked me what I was doing out in the rain, and I told him, I think my date just left me. Him and the girls encouraged me to get in the car, and I did. They asked me what happened, and I was telling my story. They were being extremely positive, telling me how I don't deserve this, and even started talking about how much she missed out, which was definitely boosting my ego quite a bit. Then we heard a bang on the door. I slowly turned to my right and saw her standing there. She started yelling, "Babe, what are you doing? Let's go, babe. Get out the car, babe." I got out the car. Why? Why? The date's done. You met your boy, there's 3 new girls. Bounce. Leave that crackhead in the streets and bounce. I got out the car as I didn't want to make her their problem. Noble. But bounce. My friend asked me, are you sure? In a concerned manner, I responded, yeah, I'm good. And he pulled off. You weren't good, brother. You weren't good. She started heavily flirting with me and asked me to come back to her place. Yeah, she's high now. I said, yeah, of course, I'll follow you. I was following right behind her in my car and we came to an intersection. And as soon as that light turned green, I drove straight home. Once I got home, I sent her pretty much a dissertation of how I felt the date went, why I won't be seeing her again, and what she should do better on her next romantic endeavors. She then started blowing up my phone, and when I answered, her first words were, if this is about your bitch ass $20, I can pay you back. Just as a crackhead would say. At that point, I went ahead and blocked her. This is a lot to unpack. Let's just kind of break it down a little bit. So you update your profile picture on Facebook and you instantly get a DM response to your photo from someone you thought you knew from high school. You're feeling yourself, she compliments you, you compliment her back. All normal. You tell her you're not looking for anything serious, she agrees, she's not looking for anything serious either. All good. But then, the first place you suggest is a popular bar in your city. Popular. And her response is, they don't like me there. And for whatever reason, nothing in your head tells you this is a bad idea. So then you say, you know what? Maybe it's a one-off. You suggest a few other places, not just one other, a few. And she says, they don't like me there either. And for some reason, you tell yourself, you know what you should do? Go somewhere she hasn't been. That'll solve it. So you finally get to this bar. She says she's 5 minutes late, which turns out to be an hour and a half late. And you stay, right? She then tells you she's a teacher, got fired, and she's broke right now. Asks you if you smoke multiple times, you told her you don't. And then she constantly gets up to go pee, and you just ignore it. Okay. Then on one of her pee breaks, she comes back with a Melanie and tells you that Melanie knows where the nose candy is. Okay. And at that point, you say to yourself, oh, this girl might be a junkie. To which you decide to finally leave, rightfully so, and you find a $20 bill on the ground. She claims it's hers. So you decide to give the lying junkie the $20 because it's a gentleman thing to do. And then once you give her the $20, she says, those are my friends in the parking lot, and runs towards a group of random white guys. Conveniently enough, your boy pulls up with 3 pretty women in the back seat and they say, hop in. You do hop in. You're actually in the vehicle with these people. They're complimenting you, you're feeling nicer about yourself. And then your date pops out of nowhere like Jason, starts banging on the car saying, babe, what are you doing? Get out the car. And you do. This was your moment to tell your boy, drive off. That's a junkie. But no, you got out. Every moment you had to get away in this date, you chose to stay. And not only stay, but go further in. All I can say is you have the patience of a saint and you welcome this behavior. You might as well sponsor her.
Hey, my man. This is your fault entirely. You know, as much as we want to blame this woman, we're going to blame you because red flags popped up initially. Now, you knew this woman was banned from a lot of these bars, right? That should have prompted you. That should have asked you, what the heck is up with her? What's wrong with her? There's no way she gets banned like this in multiple bars like that. You know what I mean? 1, makes sense. Maybe she was drunk, caused a disturbance. 2, okay. But yo, if we're going about 3, 4, come on, bro. Come on. There's an issue with the woman. But hey, maybe you were down bad. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Tell me why you get to the bar and she's giving the bartender a hard time already. You just met her. She's already showing your true colors up front. Sure, but you're going to be like, you know what? Maybe she just had a couple shots before even showing up, you know? Especially since she claimed she was nervous. You know? Actually, let's rewind. She was late for over an hour and a half, I believe, right? Why did you even stay and wait for her for that long? This lets me know you're really down bad. Because if she was late prior, like when she was keeping telling you every 5 minutes, and you sitting there waiting for her, 5 minutes turns to like 15, 20, turns to an hour. Like, you know that she is lying off the bat, bro. Because, you know, if she keeps pushing those 5 minutes, and it turns to an hour and a half, you already know this girl is just wasting your time. But yo, you stay there. You know, stay there, waited for her. She came and she made up some BS about how she had anxiety or she was too anxious to come, whatever it is. And then she's giving the bartender a hard time. Like, you already knew, like, this woman is nothing but trouble. It must be pretty for you to have, like, you know, held on for this long. I believe she must have been pretty. Ain't no way a man is holding on for this long. First of all, he must be down bad and the girl must be a bombshell. You know what I mean? Right? So this is totally your fault. And then tell me why once you found that $20 bill, she pretends it's her money, even though she told you she broke. Now, you don't know. It could have been her money. Who knows, right? Could have been. But we already know at this case, it's not her money. But anyways, let that pass. She meets another crackhead. They go do a couple drugs together. And then, you know, you call it a night. You throw in the towel. You're like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm bouncing. You meet your friends. They pull up in a Charger. 3 girls in the back. This is your exit strategy, bro. You're You're done. It's time for you to go home now. Like, you know what I mean? The rescue came along the way. Superman came too early to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you were supposed to leave. You were supposed to just like be like, you know what? That's it. That was my loss. It was a terrible night. Screw that. Let me go make up for it with my buddy and these girls. But instead, this woman now is sitting there knocking and tells you to come out, and you come out. Like, yo, I'm baffled, bro. Like, you had so many exit strategy, bro. You had it at the first initial time when she was taking too long to come. You had at the other one when she kept going to the bathroom with her crackhead friends. You had this one here. So many exit strategies, but you decided to not follow up with him. And now in the end, you decided to get out of the car, and she tells you to come over to her house, and then you're following her, and then boom, you do the dash on a red light or green light, whatever. And then you still text her, telling her why you ditched her and all. Man, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. And then to herself, she doesn't even understand as to why she got this kind of treatment. She thinks you're mad because of the $20, yo. No, but to be fair, this might be a nice guy. Maybe he just wasn't that cruel. Maybe that's why he just, wasn't trying to do her dirty. But at the end of the day, I mean, all these flags popped up. You were supposed to be very mindful of them. You were supposed to be aware, and you were supposed to, boom, exit the scene immediately. But you chose to stay. You entertained it for way too long. So, I mean, I hope you grew up, right? I hope you grew up, you learned that lesson, and I hope you don't repeat it.
Damn, you still can't even open the door for me?
Well...
Just shut up. I don't even want to hear you.
I mean, where do you want to go?
So you still can't even make plans either? Like, you just don't change, huh? We could just get something to eat. Like, there's not really much else to do.
So how's your mom?
She's good. How's your mom?
Yeah, she's chilling. She's good. So, do you still not know how to swim?
What?
I'm just saying, how are you 20 and you don't know how to swim? Weren't you a lifeguard last summer?
Well, it's called lying on your resume. At least I have a job. Are you still unemployed?
Or you still have deaf? Or was it just all that wax?
Do you still have scoliosis, or did you straighten your back out?
Who even told you about that? You know I can't fix that.
I'd just be finding out. Like, I have eyes and ears everywhere, so... Are we gonna get food or what? Because I'm hungry.
I'm honestly not that hungry anymore, but... we could do something else.
Are you serious? That's why you wanted to link up, huh? You just see me like a freaking piece of meat. You're disgusting.
Wait, not even 10 minutes?
I'll give you 7. Make it quick.
Yo, this is hilarious. A lot of men in the comments are so concerned as to how he pulled her. Yo, listen, guys. Just because he looks like that does not mean he can't pull finer women out there, right? Do not judge a man by his appearance. In other words, don't judge a book by its cover. So, I mean, yeah, bro. Like, nowadays, you be going out and you see men like these with women like that. It ain't shocking. Let me tell you that.
I'm in a weird spot with one of my female friends because she said she was over her ex. And then I found out the reason why she was over her ex. So one of my good friends, she asked me, she was like, yo, let's go grab food. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I said, all right, cool, bet. Let's go. This was like on Monday or Tuesday, and it was a group of us. So it was like maybe like 6 or 7 of us. She kind of planned it, put it all together, whatever. So we get there. The group is talking. We're having a good time. It's like always. We go out. Sometimes we meet out, have a good time. It is what it is. Go home at the end of the night. So my friend, she's sitting across from me. We're having a conversation. Everybody's talking with each other. Everybody's fucking mingling. She had been telling us about this guy she was dating. We knew of the guy, but they're not dating anymore, unfortunately. But she was head over heels for this guy. It had been 3 months since they dated. And she tells me the other day, she was like, hey, I'm finally over so-and-so. And I'm like, well, shit, about time. Dude treated you like shit. You paid all his bills. Like, why would you even be stuck on a guy like this? I have no idea. A lot of girls, they get stuck on guys like this. None of my business, though. And through this time, she was asking for some advice. And I would tell her, hey, move the fuck on. Stop, wasting your time on a guy like this. He's not bringing any value to your life. This, that, and the fucking third. Of course, she never really took the advice, but just out of thin air one day, she wants to take my advice and says she's done with him. That she's over him. Doesn't have feelings for him anymore. I said, hey, yo, that is great. That is good. I'm glad you're over him. She said, you're the big reason of why I'm over this guy. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I gave you some good sound advice. That's probably why. This girl was looking at me with like a fucking twinkle in her fucking eye. And I couldn't really put my hand on it. Like, it was a different type of look I'd never seen her give me before. After dinner finished up, we were outside. We were all talking, mingling and shit. She was like, hey, like, we can go get drinks or we can go back to my spot, have some, drinks, whatever. We all were like, fuck it. I like to go out personally. I don't like to go to people's houses and drink, but everybody wanted to go over to her spot. We go over to her spot. We all start drinking. We're all drinking, mingling and shit. She starts rubbing on my back, weirdly. And I don't find that as weird because we're like homies. We've always been homies. But it was like a different type of rub. I'm sitting down on the couch and she's sitting like on her, like the arm of the couch. Like that felt like some couple shit. Nobody's really thinking anything of it because we're all friends and that's all we all have been. And remind you, I've seen this girl at her fucking worst. I know this girl's deepest, darkest secrets. At this point, it's 12 a.m. I'm ready to go. I'm like, fuck it. I'm getting out of here. It's 12 a.m. I got shit to do in the morning. So she walks me to her door. She gives me this tight hug. And then she tries to kiss me. I dodged that shit. I'm not trying to kiss you. We're supposed to be homies. So yeah, I dodged it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh my man, I mean, I get the story. I get what you mean. That was a friendship and so on. But at the end of the day, this woman liked you, all right? It was in a moment of weakness. You are her friend. You've been there from day one. You've been giving her nice advices, giving her shoulder to cry on. Obviously, this is why they always say a man and a woman cannot just be platonic friends, because one of you is going to catch feelings, and this is the case. I don't know why he's so shocked and all, but yeah, she might have been dating before. You were advising her about her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. But after spending too much time together, now that she's single, feelings for you developed within her. So it's no surprise. I don't know why you're so shocked. Yeah, to you don't like her because you know too much about her and you only consider her as a friend. But to her, now you're something more.
Are these flowers for me?
They're just flowers.
This is so grand.
Appreciate you.
I can't believe we've been together for a month.
Type shit.
I think I'm starting to fall in love with you.
That's cool, but I only love my mama.
Wait, so you don't think you'll ever love me?
I F with you.
But you said you'll only love your mama.
It is what it is.
So when you get married, who comes first? Your mom, your wife, or your daughter?
My mom first, my daughter, and my wife last.
Oh, I see. Maybe we're not compatible then.
It's all good.
So you're not gonna try to convince me that we're compatible?
It's not up to me.
You don't care if we break up?
If that's what you want.
I'm asking you.
Okay, bet.
What? This is it?
If that's God's plan.
Is there another girl? Is that why?
Nah, these husks ain't loyal. My only plan right now is to make some serious bank.
Yo, not gonna lie, imagine if the energies switched. Like, imagine if my man's here was acting like how she's acting and she's acting how he's acting. You guys think that relationship would have lasted long, bro? I don't think so. I really don't.
The advice that I give my homegirls, be so clear, cut, and concise. Cause I don't want your ass getting confused at all. My homegirl telling me a story and then like 5 minutes in, I'm like, wait, how did all this shit happen if his ass is blocked? She said I only blocked him on one platform and he's still on my private story. That's not what we discussed. That's not the fucking shot we talked about. And you going over my head and shit like it was a suggestion? I said block him. We have to stop trying to figure out new reasons for why he treats us so bad, because we know the reason he act like he hates you and it feel like he hates you is because he hates you. And no, I don't know why he hates you. Your guess is as good as mine. Shit, he don't even know why he hates you, because you know you ain't did shit to him. And even if you did do something to him, he would just leave you. But instead, he decides to put you through hell. We don't know if he can't handle a baddie, and we don't know if he gay. You can't put that on him. But we do know he treats you worse than a stranger.
Hey, excuse me. Okay, I want to, excuse me. You want to dance later? Yeah. All right, cool. What's your name? Sorry. Ivan. Nice to meet you. Hi. Hi.
Where do you want me to meet you?
Like, I just messaged you. Let me, is that cool if I get your number?
You have Instagram?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't get any service here. Do you get service here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get Instagram. But can I get both? It's because I don't get any service here. I told you I'm not gonna share out if I'll get service here. Here you go.
Can I just send a new number?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll bet you then.
Okay.
I'll bet you should. Wait. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from?
Like Mexico or
Or like, were you born here?
I was here.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm from Zacatecas and Michoacan.
Michoacan. Is that why you like Michoacan is the tall ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because like it's hard to see like find someone like as tall as me, you know?
Yeah.
And actually know how to dance. Do you know how to dance?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Pues te saco más a rato, pues.
Okay.
All right, let's miramos.
Hey, do you know where the restrooms are?
Huh?
The restroom?
No, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe ask him. He might know.
Hi.
Hello?
Do you guys know where the restrooms
I
are?
should be there to yesterday.
Didn't
for
you just
good.
get back from the restroom?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said you got back from the restroom or something?
No, I didn't. I've been chilling here the whole time.
Do any of you
Chilling.
guys know where the
Oh, he can tell you. Just tell me, bro.
No, I forgot about it though. But remember how it was the movie that we actually both seen yesterday, the horror movie.
We
The
never
one that
met
just
you.
came
I've
out.
never met you, bro.
Do you remember that?
Do you not know where the restroom is?
Point to where
I
it's
think
at.
somewhere in the corner. Because let me guess why you have to go to the bathroom. You have to pee.
What?
What do you have to do? Pee or poop? No.
Bro, you wanna know what she asked me? She told me this. Where's the restroom at? I said the restroom down the hall and to the left. She goes, no, I want you to show me where the restroom's at. Starts doing these tongue movements. I said, whoa, you're a freak like that? She goes, hell yeah, I'm a freak like that. Now give me your number. She grabs me, pulls me, and says, I need your number right now. I said, back up. I do not do that. I do not do that. I need you to back up. I start going to my car. On everything I love, she follows me to my whip, bro. She follows me to my car. I said, bro, I need you to chill. She's cool though. She is cool, but it was too much.
Yo, I don't know why men's be doing this, bro. This is so accurate, bro. You can never trust a man to tell you a story because they're gonna switch things up and down, left and right. They're gonna flip the whole scenario, bro. They're gonna make you believe something that didn't really happen, bro. I don't know why they do this, but yo, yeah, that's what they do, bro. Men's be doing this type of shit.
My friend said the guy who likes me just invited her on a dinner date and asked me if she should go. I said, do you want to? Because I don't really like the guy. She said it's a free dinner anyway. And 2 days later, this guy come to me, asked me why you didn't pull up that evening. I said, first of all, man, you're an asshole. Secondly, you invited her. Why would I pull up? He said, I invited her because I thought you were going to join. I said, man, this is the worst lie I have ever heard since my grandma was born. And then he sent me the chat history of them. So my friend texted him at first on that Friday evening, said, me and Cola is about to go to this bar to drink at 8 p.m. Do you want to join us? He said, okay, what about we go to have some dinner instead? She said, okay, let's go to this Italian restaurant. I don't even know I'm going to drink at 8 p.m. that night. The crazy part is this whole thing happened on the phone call when this girl literally sat next to me in the mall. And she said, Cola, do you know what do I hate? I just really hate it when people show the chat history of me with them to other people. The ironic thing is this girl be posting body positivity, girls help girls, feminism all the time.
I mean, where do we even start? I don't even know, bro. I mean, first things first, your friend is not a good friend. If they're doing this type of ish, they're not a good friend. But, hold on, wait a minute. You don't like this guy, right? She likes this guy. Now, this guy likes you. And she likes this dude. So she flipped the whole scenario to make the odds in her favor. So she can go on a date with him. She ended up letting you know, but she, switched things around a bit, right? She intervened with a plot here, twisted the whole plot up. Now in the end, when the truth comes out, you find out, how would you react? A normal person would be upset, wouldn't they? They'd be like, why would you do that? Da, 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 da. But in your case, you don't like that dude, right? So you were just entertaining him. Doesn't matter. So she could have done whatever she did, even though what she did is not right. If she's into him, pass her the ball. Let her do her thing. You don't have the audacity to be mad at her. But what I would say, she's not a good friend for moving like this because, if she can snake you like this, what else can she do around you? It could be some other type Asian. She's the one to be moving like this, So at the end of the day, this particular scenario, you don't have any right to be mad at her because you don't like that guy. Let her be with a man. And that dude likes you, but there's no chance of you and him being together. So let her do her thing. But when it comes to friendship now, the reason your friendship might not be the same is because of the way your friend moves. That's all I gotta say. But when it comes to this whole particular scenario, let her have it. You don't like the guy to begin with. Now, if you like the dude, it would have been a problem. It it would have been a big mad issue. Like if she knew you really liked a guy like that, but she likes him too, and she switches things around and she ends up with him and all that, and then you find this out. No, bro, it's on sight. You know what I mean? But in this case, at least she asked for like your permission, somewhat, right? And you told her go for it, and you don't even like him anyways. So it doesn't matter how she played it. You just, yeah, let her have it. But you can't look at her the same way, because like I said, anything else in the future can happen. Don't be surprised what she does next. Like if she ends up even flipping a whole plot and landing you in jail, don't be surprised, because these type of friends, the ones who move like this, who move shady like this, are not to be trusted.